Outsmarted is such a fun exercise. It's a fun series to make. It's probably one of the best projects I love doing currently at the moment, and we're back for a season 3.
Yeah, I watched them and I thought they were really funny, and they're just sort of like classic 1940s intertwined with the modern world, and they were quite funny. The characters are funny, and I think the writing's good.
In this season, it's more about family and lies and what lies can do to a family, betrayal and everything like that. But at the same time, this is no ordinary family. This is something that kind of kicks off as the series progresses.
I think there's a togetherness, obviously with it being set around family. I think people will be able to relate to it. I think people should be able to see parts of themselves within the characters as well, maybe. Because I could sort of see a dynamic like that when I was watching. I was like, oh, that reminds me of, that person and that person. So, yeah.
All that is left now. Mama Bear was the strongest of us all. She had that strength. And now we've lost it.
In this series, we've gone bigger. There's more characters, more storylines, there's more danger, and there's also, again, more outrageous comedy.
Oh, my best shot, hey? Oh, that was a good shot, was it?
Oh, fuck! Oh.
Wait, is he allowed to do that?
Mum ain't no ordinary woman.
Oh, it's been great fun. There's some really good stuff. Bonnie is such a great character. She's really cool, she's tough. She's got a lot of secrets that she's very good at keeping. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. So no, it's been really exciting playing Bonnie. I think a lot of the scenes that come up, a lot of the storylines, some of it is very funny, which was really fun to film, especially trying to keep a straight face a lot of the time. So no, there's some really great scenes that are just such a joy, and they're really funny. Just so funny.
And I know what you're doing with Johnny Quinn.
Oh, I'm not doing Johnny. What the hell's wrong with you, sicko?
No! I mean, I know you're working with him.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you... But anyway.
You know, every time I do a series of Outsmarted, I always think to myself, I can't possibly make another one. But then amazingly, I get inspired when I do the previous series. So for example, when I was doing series 1, I had ideas for series 2, and I was like, oh, I could do that. And then when I was doing series 2, I thought, I got an idea for season 3. But obviously when I did season 2, it felt quite minimal. So this one, I thought, I'm going to challenge myself. And I always say that to myself, where I go, yeah, sure, what I'm going to do is impossible, but I'm going to do it anyway. I mean, there's no laws against what I'm doing. It's just, I kind of like to push further out of my boundaries,
It's terrible, but it was not how I found the series. I found the series through friends who'd gone to Mount View who knew Reese. And so I encountered the series after meeting Reese, and had a little watch. But yeah, like I'm quite a firm believer in you should create for yourself, so not copy anyone else's work. You should be creating for yourself. So there was a lot that I kind of was like, oh, I feel like I don't want to watch this just in case it influences my character. So I had seen some of it, but I also was like, oh, I'm not going to watch the whole thing just to keep it unique.
Yes, I was a big fan of it because I watched the whole series and I thought, oh yeah, this is a good, good character, good scene. The whole play was played nicely.
Alright, fine. If you want to get your asses whooped, I'm going to take a little change like men and take my coat off. Yeah, take his coat off! Jacket's still on. Oh, you chickens take your coats off, are you? Come on then.
The only massive difference as well with this series is we don't have Melissa, who played Judy. So instead we've got a brand new actress called Natasha, who plays Jane Snow, who brings out such a very interesting performance, very colourful, and again brings a lot of great comedy, a great vibe to the show.
I don't need any help. Do I look like I need help?
So why are you drinking?
Because it makes me feel good, alright?
It makes you worse, actually.
Jesus Christ, would you just kindly fuck off?
Not until you let me help you.
Fine. Talk.
Yeah, I think he's quite talented, and I think that he does have a way to go with. He'll definitely be very. I think he'll go far with his work.
Bruce is very inventive. He's very funny, which is why a lot of scenes were almost difficult to do because I was trying not to laugh. But like he has an interesting style all of his own of how he does stuff. It's something that I've never done, not in that way. So like it was definitely like a learning curve, but it's very enjoyable, and like he keeps things very fresh, and yeah, it's really cool. You'll see it in the way that the story is told, that it's very much from his perspective of how he sees the story and how he's decided to tell it.
Yeah, I would want to work with Reese again. I'm sure I will work with Reese again. I haven't had any problems. Even when I didn't get there, to schedule, Reese was very understanding, and so were the rest of the cast. So yeah, really chilled.
I think Reese is a very good director, and he's very easygoing on everyone who's acted in the scene. He gives us more confidence to play this out by reading the scripts properly and all that. So he doesn't rush it. We have to take our time to read the script.
I hope that what I bring from this series is that, people enjoy this series. I mean, the last two have been absolutely really unexpectedly successful. There's no doubt that Series 3 will be a success, but at the same time, I always want to try and entertain the audience with something bigger and stronger, and I think this year has really proved it. I've got an amazing cast of actors. I mean, this has definitely been the best cast I've ever worked with in any Outsmarted series, and I think that if people watch this, they're going to love the characters too. So, I've got no fear of people enjoying this series more than the previous two.